Yeah, it's right. It's live. You guys can all see us,
Okay.
right? Nate
Okay.
says he can't see us, so it might be Nate having problems.
All right. He says if it's an outward, his group
No,
is not seeing you guys for some reason, but they're checking it
They're
out
all
now.
saying right there in the chat that they can't see us.
Well, they can't see it.
It's live. 157 people. Is this recording there? Stop. Settings. It's all good.
No, it says it's not. But yeah, no,
It's live.
It's streaming. That don't make sense.
You don't do commercials during your live stuff, do you?
The replay, yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. See, K2 says good to go.
Okay, we see you.
All
I
right.
see you. We
Awesome.
see you.
Awesome. Okay.
Must
so
be something on that end.
it must be something on Nate's end. Yeah.
Right, or Nate, yeah.
You know, but you know, it's a good thing to let us know.
Well, yeah.
You know. So, but anyways, the Tracy update is just it's awesome because in the last 2 days she's made more progress than I've seen in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. So having her sitting up is just so much better. Once her chair gets here and we can have her at the dinner table, take her out back, and you know, we include her more. She's more involved with our day-to-day life. That's what we want, because laying there, it was basically she's asleep or she's semi-awake, you know, but now getting her up and around, she's a lot more active. And, you know, after an hour of sitting in the chair, she's getting agitated, and you can see on her face. So we lay her back because she holds her own head up. When she's sitting up, she holds her own head up. I have to push her head back to lean her back to lay back against the bed and then let the bed down, you know? So she's like in there. So I'm very happy with her progress. And screw that doctor that said she'll never, ever, you know, wake up and come off of those machines. Because she was off those machines in a week. She was on, what was that, when your kidneys, kidney dialysis, she was on the machine for that, you know, where it had to take her blood, clear it up, and then put it back to her. She was on that for like 4 days, and then she was off, and she started producing pee and stuff. She was on, you know, they had to have a blanket over her that had air in it and blowing warm air because she couldn't regulate her own body heat. You know, you'd take her eyelid and open it up and touch her with a Q-tip. She wouldn't move. You'd put a flashlight to her eye and she wouldn't dilate. I mean, she was just there. And now she's just so alert, you know.
Right.
She has made leaps and bounds of progression. And that may be small, but I still see it as progression.
Exactly. As long as she keeps going.
The doctor says,
way.
you know, you want to think of ulterior motives. Would you want to live like this? Well, I would want my loved ones to give me the time to fight if I'm fighting, you know? And that's what I'm doing. If she's fighting and showing me, you know, any kind of progress, I'm going to give her more time. There's no way that, you know, the doctor's already said to pull the plug and all that. I'm not going to do that. I don't care if I have to spend the rest of my life wiping her butt. You know, she may not, when she comes out of it, she may not be able to talk. And we'll have to go through years of, you know, of therapy. She might not be able to walk. We'll have to go through years. That's fine. She'd do it for me. I'm going to do it for her. So she's been amazing. She has come back from something that other people have not come back from. She has made progress where the doctor said there would be no progress. So screw them, you know. That first doctor that came out and told us that she's a vegetable, she's brain dead, she'll never come back. Yeah, he had us all in tears. I want to beat his butt, period. I mean, if I could just, you know, because she has worked so hard since then. She can hold her own self up when she sits up. She can look around. She can blink yes for twice, or blink twice for yes in her moments of clarity. That ain't all the time, but it's it's there. You know, you got to catch her at the right time. She squeezes my hand now when I tell her to squeeze my hand in her moments of clarity. They're coming around more and more often now, but a lot of times she's just staring off into space. But sometimes when you go in there and you take care of her and she looks right at you, you're like, oh, honey, squeeze my hand. And she does, you know. It just, oh, my God, it warms my heart so much, you know. So, wow. All right, let me catch up here. That's our Tracy update. I hope you guys liked it. Let me turn that off. See, I can't see you read this stuff. Where's Tracy, Josh?
Right there.
You're not Josh.
No.
Read. Okay. So we got the regular background on. Now, let me see. We've got Richard Mulrooney for $20. The first chat of the night. Super chat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Richard. You the man. Now, I once told this guy to be nice, you know, and it was only because I was having a problem with a moderator at the time, and he was going to set her off because he's saying his things, and then she says her things, and I was just trying to keep the peace, you know, and she wasn't being nice. So I'm sorry, Richard. I wasn't trying to tell you how to live or any of that. You know, I was just trying to stop anything before it started. So, but thank you for the $20. You rock, brother. You're our fish family now. Jim Sheasley came in with a $5 super chat. And you know what? Jim's going to be on next Friday's show. So he's the guy that owns the movie theater, and he offered to let all of our fish family show up. He was going to play Jaws. We can go there, and you know, me and Josh would sign autographs and T-shirts and hats and whatever else, like we do at the fish, you know, shows. And you know, all the proceeds would go to benefiting OFR. So that's a heck of a nice guy right there. And then our next super chat is Jim Sheasley
Again.
for $15. Thank you, Jim. You rock. Now, our next super chat was Jim Sheasley.
Surprise.
Again for $15. He's the man. You guys wait till next weekend. You know, we'll tell you where his movie theater is, even if you can support him just by going and watching movies, because these small, you know, mom and pop owned things aren't doing very well with this COVID situation. So even if you go out to the movies and you sit 4 seats apart from each other and all that, it'll still help out our local, you know, businesses. Mm-hmm. So, you know, come on next weekend and meet Jim, and then let's all go to his movie theater.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And now if we do the OFR, you know, Jaws thing, and we all are there, anybody can bring their shirts, their hats, their, you know, T-shirts, their handkerchief. I don't care what I sign. I'll sign your forehead if you want. You know, just you know, you get to know us and personally meet us and be part of the family. You know, I love that. So that'll be a good thing. So make sure you tune in next Friday.
And we got a $15 super chat from Ange.
Was that the next one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great news about Trace. Love you guys. Big Rich. Hey, Big Rich. Big Rich. Rich.
Oh, that's right. Big Rich is the drinking word.
Team Tracy.
She's on it. Look at her
OFR
go.
rocks.
Love you, Ange. You're the greatest. I don't care what Will Star says about you. You're the greatest.
And then Rob Schilling, he chimed in with $10. And whoop, keep up fighting. Team Tracy. See you guys soon.
Yeah, he's coming over tomorrow.
Right. I'm gonna.
And
be
you're
here.
gonna be here, right?
Yeah, we're gonna party. He wants to party at OFR, so we're gonna do.
Ron, you're gonna meet Reaper, the real Willie Nelson.
Behind the scenes.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're gonna be here for that. Let me see what else we got going here.
And then we got Audrey Simpson? No, Simpson. And $10. Food for Rio.
That's Rio's mom.
And
she's
Phoenix
that lady
Bar.
that brought out.
How's Reno doing?
Yes, she drove a long ways to bring. Her father died, and it was a sad story. And she had to take over his fish and all that, and she couldn't handle this and that and all these tanks and all this different stuff. She brought some fish to OFR, and she asked me to keep them forever. One of the things was a big flagtail named Rio. Now he's in quarantine right now, but he's doing great. And she wanted him into the Bellagio community tank, and I promised her that's exactly
Well, you
where we're
already
going
got
to put
one
him.
in there, right? Russ's?
We have 2 in there.
Oh, 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it'll go right in with them, and he's doing great. He's eating, Audrey. He's doing good, and another week or so, we're going to put him over into the 1800. We'll make sure we video that for you. She's such a sweetheart.
And then the next one we got. I'm sorry.
When she was here, I forget who it was that walked by her, but she's like 6'2" tall, 6'4". I don't know. She's a big girl. She's big. I'm looking up to her. I'm talking to her. She, one of the people that were here, I forget who it was, come up to me and he's like, "Who's that girl? She scared me." I'm like, "She's the sweetest girl in the world."
Oh. And we got Dave Hudson for $2. Jim C needs a tank dedicating. Wait.
Jim C needs a tank dedicating to him at the OFR.
Dedicating to him.
So that may be Jim Sheasley.
Darn it.
Yeah, put your glasses on, Santa Claus. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, brother.
And then we got Grim Reaper 7595 for 5. It's Vinny.
Wait a minute. I thought you were the Grim Reaper.
Well, I'm just a Reaper, actually. I never went by Grim Reaper, just Reaper.
Really?
Actually,
Out of
after
all
Grim
the different
Reaper,
video games and games
was
we
just
played, it was
Reaper.
always Reaper.
Yeah, it was always just Reaper. From Green Reaper, but I just never used the Grim.
Since you've been part of here, you've been known as Reefer.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's Will started that.
Yeah, Will started
All of
that.
a sudden, we're on our second or third road trip, and Rich is like, "Wait a minute, what did you just call him, Will?" And he goes, "Reaper," and I never even noticed it. I'm like, "No, I'm Reaper, like Grim Reaper, not Reaper."
Right.
But now I got all these people calling me Reaper.
Well, because you look like Willie Nelson, and what does he do? Yes, you're Reaper.
But we got the Grim Reaper, 7595 for 5.
Nice.
It's Vinny. How's
Cool
Diesel doing?
Oh, Vinny, you're Grim Reaper?
Mm-hmm.
That's Vinny, the guy that gave us Diesel.
Oh,
yeah.
The guy, okay, I know who he is.
Vinny's got the 2 min pins.
Right.
That's the father and of Diesel,
Mm-hmm.
and he promised Tracy, because she loved them dogs. Before there was Grim and Reaper, the 2 dogs, and she says, if you ever breed them, I want one of the pups. Well, this all happened to Tracy, and then he's a truck driver. He come into town, and his dog and some other dog that they have, he gave me the paperwork. They got like sires and whatever back 20 breedings. I'm like, holy wow. So he's an AKC registered dog, and Vinny gave him to Tracy. He was the only one that was a merle color. All the rest of them were fawn or looked like miniature pinchers with the black and the brown.
Right.
This one came out merle, so Vinny's like, that's going to Tracy. So he gave it to Tracy, and he showed up here, and I'm like, Vinny, I ain't got time for a dog. We're building the back pond, and he sits here, and he's like this. This dog's like this big.
Yeah, I was here today.
You were here, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like this, and I walk by, I'm like, how you doing? And I kept on going. And then an hour later, all these people are up there, petting him and playing with them. Another hour, he was here 6 hours. And at the 6th hour, he's like, look, Rich, I can't wait for you to make a decision no more. I got to go. I'm like, Vinny, leave the dog. I can't let you leave with him. He was just too cute, So I wasn't prepared to take on puppy training. And you all understand, when you understand puppy training on top of taking care of everything that I'm taking care of, it was just not needed at this point, It was so bad, wrong timing, everything. But Josh has been a godsend. He took over everything. It's basically Joshy's dog now. Tracy don't even know she has a dog, but Josh loves that dog, and you know he takes it everywhere. It sleeps with Josh. He takes it out all the time. You know, he's teaching it all the tricks and stuff. So that's Joshy's dog now. Yeah.
Except for when he's gone, and then guess who gets to walk him? Take him out to the bathroom.
Well, today it's been Luke.
Yeah, I'll bet it was, but I'll be doing it tomorrow.
Okay.
The
Liz
next one.
is bored.
Oh, no,
Okay.
there was one before we got.
Was there?
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
Blankety blank. Here you go.
Blankety bit. Nice name. I like
Yeah,
that
I know,
name.
I liked it too when I saw it. I'm like, blankety blank. That's a nice one.
Okay, I have 5 small piranhas. 1 has been eaten and 3 have nipped fins. The big one named Bob is a bully. What can I do? Bob is 5 inches, growing faster than the rest, but they all eat very well. If you're keeping them fed, here's the problem. Your bully will keep doing this. I've had a whole shoal of piranha, and the main guy in charge has fin nipped until the others, once they get fin nipped so far, then they're injured, then the others will join in and kill it and eat it. I've had piranha, their whole sides of meat eaten out of their side, you know, just from the other piranha eating on them. So what you need to do is separate them, and I hate to say this, but you have to separate them. The main bully piranha will stop bothering the other ones. The other ones can then heal up, you know what I'm saying? But what they will do, and here's the problem, they'll figure out somebody in their shoal of fish that's going to be the new bully, you know, and they will, but if it's smaller, they'll get along a lot easier, you know what I'm saying? So you're probably going to have to get rid of your big bully and find a smaller fish to replace them with. Piranha are weird this way. It's the hierarchy thing. I've had piranha that got along great. I've had other piranha that, you know, they just kept killing each other. It's a I don't know. It's an attitude type thing. Each fish is different, so each shoal of fish is also going to be different. So all depending on that one fish's attitude. So I'm sorry, bud, but thanks for the $10. I mean, you know, you can put that one up for sale and then go buy babies or smaller ones, or you know, ask everybody on the OFR website who's got piranha. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there. I've given away many of them, you know. I hope things work out for you, brother.
The next one we got is by Liz is Bored. Sorry you're bored, Liz. Hopefully we're entertaining you a little bit.
But that's her name, so she
yeah,
says
I
that
know.
everywhere she goes.
So for $5, hashtag
Thank
Team
you,
Tracy. Love you guys and hope to visit the rescue soon.
You come out anytime you want. I am here. Okay, I really can't be bothered between 8 and noon. That's the most busy I am with Tracy and taking care of her and doing that stuff. After noon to 4 is the best time for anybody to visit because I have a nurse here until 4. So I can get out there and give you a walkthrough and a tour and all that stuff. After 4 o'clock, now I have to be out. If I have to, I'd be outside, but I'm got Tracy on the camera and I'm listening like this. So I'm not really paying attention to you or giving you the full treatment because I'm paying attention to Tracy's monitors. I need to listen if they're going off and stuff, you know. So from 12 to 4 is the best time that you can schedule, you know, 7 days a week. So, well, actually, no, 5 days a week. Monday through Friday would be better. Saturdays, I have to work a 24-hour shift. And then every other Sunday, I have to work a 24-hour shift. And then every other Sunday, I have to work a 16-hour shift taking care of Tracy. So weekends aren't really that good. But Josh is here and can handle weekends. So, you know, anytime during the week between noon and 4, great for scheduling. Weekends, as long as Josh is here, great for scheduling. But thank you for the $5, Liz. Appreciate it. Oh, it jumped.
Yeah, it jumped away.
That's all the, we're caught up on Super Chat. We got
Okay, good.
Kel Bell, though. Luke's a good guy. He seems to help out a ton. Wondering how you met him.
Well, I met him because his girlfriend brought him by here and says, I'm going to put my man to work here. And I'm like, well, thank you. And Luke worked with us and, you know, we became friends and, you know, now he's broke up with her. And oh, by the way, guys, Luke is single.
And by the way, Ryan brought me over.
Wait. How old are you, Luke?
I am 19.
He's 19, owns his own house, has his own car, has a bunch of fish tanks, and donates his time to the OFR. What more could you want, ladies? Okay? Get a hold of Luke. Luke needs a woman. Or a man.
Oh,
No,
wait,
you like, okay, he needs a woman. Okay. Just making sure.
I can never get that name right. Oops.
Okay, what's his name? Oh, that's Von Yinzer.
Von Yinzer. I
There
can't
you
hear it.
go.
Von
You
Yinzer,
got it right.
$5. Much love to all the hard work Luke does. Hashtag Team Tracy. Didn't mean to offend with my earlier super chat.
No, Von, you've never offended.
Really? Heck no, thank you.
I don't know what you're thinking, but I didn't take
Yeah.
nothing as offensive. Not at all, bruh. You're part of our fishy family. You can say some rude stuff and we'll just laugh. But thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Let me see. Nikita.
Right, that's what I was just looking at.
Was it? Nikita Filton says, hi from London,
Right.
UK. Once COVID is done, we are coming to visit. Really?
Mhm.
If we are allowed a tour. Love what you guys do. Stay
You better
fishy.
believe it.
Of course. If you're
Better
going to make
believe
the
it.
trip from UK, we will be accommodating. You can come here swimming to fishes. We'll make your day as fun as we can for you. I mean, that's a long way to travel.
Mhm.
Of course we would. I appreciate that. I love how far we reach
I
around the
know.
world, you know?
I know.
I just talked to somebody today at the what was it? What public aquarium was that? That was Stanton, I think, something like that. It was a public aquarium, and I'm like, look, we're basically the largest fish rescue in the world. We have people all over the world. What you want, give me a wish list, and we will fulfill it eventually. And they were like, wow, okay, cool. And I was like, whatever fish you want, you're going to have to send a truck here, and we will give them to you. Because as a public aquarium, you're going to give them a $10,000 to $30,000 or 30,000 gallon enclosure. You're going to have a veterinarian on staff 24/7. I mean, I can't compete with this kind of treatment. Any fish that leaves our place and goes to these kind of places, I am so happy for it, So, it's all great. I love that. Oh, look, Noah says Luke's a good guy.
Someone was talking about.
Hey, who's that actor from the '70s show, Austin?
Yeah,
Kuchar.
actually, we were just talking
Oh,
about that.
okay. Well, somebody just said they believe he
Said
looks
same
like
one
him.
said it on
So
the-
maybe we got what he looks like.
When
You know what I'm
the
saying?
show first started, yes, Ashton, not Austin.
Yeah,
Ashton Kutcher, sort of,
No.
on his bad days.
Bro. No.
Like if he didn't take a shower and he went to the grocery store, hidden in clothes, I can sort of see
Had
it.
good hair. This hair is fire. Look
Oh,
right
you
there.
like that hair?
Luke's mullet is fire.
Oh, you guys are giving him a big head. Nice. Okay.
Hey, we
let's
got Rob
move on.
Schiller again for $10. Hoot road trip, airport nearby.
Yes, Cleveland Hopkins Airport is nearby. So anybody wanting to travel in, Rob Schilling will be here tomorrow. Reaper will be here tomorrow. Anybody else that wants to fly in, be my guest. We don't mind.
Speaking of road trips, we just did one.
We just did one.
We were on the road again.
How's that go?
On the road again.
I just
You want me to
come
do
on.
it?
You know it.
On the
You-
road again, can't wait to get on the road again. Saving fishy with my bro and lifelong friends. I can't wait to get on that road again.
Willie!
But we did.
Love this
Finally,
guy.
first trip of the year. First
We
road
went
trip,
down
anyway.
to Kentucky
Lexington, Kentucky.
Bro,
on Monday. What?
read that comment from Randy Hoffman. That's not okay.
He looks more like Trevor from Trailer Park Boys.
No. Oh,
Anyways,
no.
me and Reaper went down to Kentucky and we rescued some fish, and it was in a pool. Why is Von Yinger's thing not?
There you
There.
go.
Okay,
there
somebody.
it goes.
Very good, mods. I appreciate you guys. You guys are doing the right thing. So me and Reaper goes down to Kentucky, and this guy has a pool in his garage. We back up to it, and he's got this fish, that fish, this fish, and then there was this one fish, and it was a. Don't say it. We can't tell you. You have to watch tomorrow's video. We will have tomorrow's video on this trip, plus Reaper's behind the scene video on this trip. All coming out tomorrow, guys. So I can't say much, but man, there's some cool fish.
Yeah, there is. There's some good ones.
Oh,
It was
and
a
then-
good trip.
Reaper, oh my God, this guy never puts down the camera. We're jamming all the way there, and I've got Sirius Radio that came with the van when I bought it. Still have it. I don't know how. It's been a year and a half, but Ozzy's Boneyard on there is playing kick butt music. So Reaper would be like, he'd turn the audio down and he'd start his video, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, what song was just on playing? And I'm like, that was Ozzy, the Suicide Solution, and it was jamming until you turned it down. And he's like, just want to let the people know. And then I'd go back to jamming, and I'm in the middle of his song, and I'm jamming, I'm rocking, and I'm driving, and he turns it down again. What song is this, Big Ridge? And I'm like, ow, it's Def Leppard, Pyromaniac. Would you stop? So basically, he gave you guys a playlist of all the songs we were listening to all the way down. But he aggravated the tar out of me.
I could have waited till the song was over, but
You could have.
it was more fun that way.
But yeah, we went down. We had a great trip down there. It was 5 hours there. We spent about an hour there. His son was, just amazing. And,
Yeah.
he didn't
It
want
was
to give up his
sad.
fish.
He
Yeah.
didn't. It was,
But I told him, let me know the names of them, and some weren't named, but he named them right there so that we can raise them here with the name, and he can tell his friends, that's my fish, and, he was much happier
Well, we
after
could do.
that.
I mean, because we didn't get them, but because he lost 3 fish. One of them was that paddlefish, right?
A 30-inch paddlefish he lost
And
right
he's
before
been
we got
wanting one forever.
there. Yeah, I've been wanting one forever, yeah.
But we got some good fish. You have to check it out.
Okay, let me go back to the super chats now. I see all kinds of talking going on. All right, Forrest Kuykendall.
Kuykendall.
Okay, for $5 says, any plans in the future to set a donation amount to the rescue where a Shaq Koi gets shipped as a thank you? Ooh.
Sounds like a pretty good
That's a pretty good idea.
That's a good idea.
All right,
That's a really good idea.
Here was my plans on the Shaq Koi, and I hope
I
you
still
guys
have
can
the first
appreciate
baby.
this. You got the only baby.
Right now, I got the only baby. Yep.
Here was my idea. Tracy loves the butterfly koi. So the Shaq Koi, as they get to be 6 inches, we can tell which one's butterfly and which one's regular. We were going to keep all the butterfly koi because they come from good bloodlines and they get big. The parents were 36 inches. So we were going to keep all the butterfly koi. Now, all the other koi that aren't butterfly, we were going to have some sort of not an auction, but some sort of fundraiser for OFR. Here's 80 fish, that are Shaquille O'Neal's baby koi. I can never get him again, and I doubt Shaquille will ever sell his fish. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime type grab. Greg Woodstock spent $1,000 a fish on these things. So they're of good bloodlines, and they were huge. So we were going to, let them go at so much an inch, or $10 for a 4-inch, $20 for a 6-inch, and if we sell 70 fish at $10 is $700. It's $1,400 at $20. We don't know, but I'm just saying, you guys have a chance to get the Shaquille O'Neal baby koi at a very cheap rate, because who sells a high quality 6-inch koi for $20?
Nobody. You get these for 20 and 25.
Right, and they're just mutts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, you have a conversation piece. You have a once in a lifetime option to have something that came from Shaquille O'Neal himself. I just think it's a very neat thing, and it could raise some money. We don't sell fish here at the rescue, but we're thinking of letting others own the Shaquille O'Neal koi that aren't butterfly fish come this summer. So, we haven't decided yet, but that was our thoughts at the time. And it will help out, because we can take the money and put it towards the pond, because you guys know we're going to spend thousands of dollars in, what do you call that, around the pond?
You got all that vegetation, landscaping, and...
Landscaping.
Yes.
We're going to spend so much money in landscaping this summer. That pond is 40 foot this way and 50 foot this way. And, we're going to have to cover the pond with all the way around. We've got that 3-foot lip. We're going to have to cover that in lilies. Them are $10, $15 a piece. We're going to have to cover the corners with arrowheads and all that kind of stuff. And then the land between the pond and the river, we're going to have small little, land growth plants that'll cover the land. You don't see the dirt at all. And then closer up to the house in the river, we're going to have tall plants. Farther away over there, we're going to have plants all the way around the outside, that come up out of the water and even grow on the side of the thing. We're putting in the waterfall. We're putting in another wetlands filter. It's going to be money all summer long. And, videos, of course, for your personal viewing pleasure. So, we're going to sink a lot of money into that. And if we do sell any of the Shaquille O'Neal koi, it would be to, fund that. We're not asking you guys to give us money so that we can waste it on whatever. You see, we don't waste money at the rescue. We don't have backgrounds on tanks. We don't have all these decorations that we buy. We use the decorations we have because, we'll make this the best we can make it look with the stuff we have laying around. We don't waste money on that stuff. We don't buy this stuff. We don't, the lights came from our buddy Rob Walton. He's pretty much covered all the tanks of the whole place. We wouldn't have wasted money on that. We keep trying out different lights that we get in with different tanks.
Jack and Dan, they did the 2000.
Jack and Dan did the 2000. So the whole feel of the fish room is different now, and it's much more, I'd say, illuminated. So that's our plans for the future. Okay, so let's see what else people got to say.
And I think the next one is for
Rob Schilling?
Yeah, no, Will Star $10.
Will's here?
Yeah, dude, where you
you at?
I miss being there with my bros. Hope to be back ASAP. Reap, you're doing a great job, legend. Rich holding you down like the Godfather he is. Dude, come on. Yeah.
Will, come on.
Will's
Rob.
not been feeling good. He's been getting migraines, this and that. He had to take care of his mom. We all have things happening.
We all have personal life that gets in the way.
Right. He covered me for a while. I had things going on. I ended up with pneumonia. Luckily,
you went in for cancer.
I thought I had cancer. They thought I had lung cancer, so I was bad for 2 weeks there, people.
And Will took over. And
Will
did the
took
videos.
over, and he did it. Now he's not feeling good, and I'm trying to fill in for him. So get better, Will. Get better. We need you out there.
You better be here tomorrow, Will. You better be better by tomorrow.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Alright.
Will. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, and then after that we got. Let's see
Oh, wait.
one.
I hate stupid people's here. Yay!
Oh, I haven't heard from I hate.
Yeah, I
Stupid
haven't
People
seen her in a while. Yeah.
Really?
Ange, my youngest son has a thing. He always wants to tell me a story until he's uh-huh through the whole time during my favorite songs. Well, they're talking amongst themselves in the chat.
We've got Rob
Love ya,
Shillings.
HASP. Appreciate you being here.
Rob Shillings, $5. Oh, just had it here. Where'd it go? Here we go. $5. Can I get 4-pack of koi to go? Will help out this summer. Hoot. You're coming over tomorrow. We'll discuss it then.
Yeah, we'll talk to you,
We'll
Rob.
see how you hang, man.
But appreciate it, brother. All right.
Son.
Liz is bored. I've heard that name earlier.
Oh.
I would love to get 2 of the shack koi. My mother-in-law has a giant man-made pond. She has koi that lived 20 or to be 20 before they passed. Okay. Don't know what that is. So let's say they lived to be 20
Yeah,
before they
before
passed.
they pass, right.
And it would get me mad, mother-in-law points, if I could get some shack koi. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't decided yet, but we're thinking we're going to sell them off cheaply. So you're getting $1,000 fish that had the babies at a much cheaper price, 10 to 20 bucks a piece. And the money's going to the rescue, and you save money because you're getting high quality koi for pennies on the dollar. Really, seriously. So I mean, we're thinking of doing that, and you know, I hope you can get some when it comes time, but it won't be till summertime, you know. All right, let's see what else is next.
Refill.
Oh, it's $8. I totally missed it.
What's that? Luke, if you scroll back, is there $8 super chat? Hope it gives you a laugh. Von Yinzer, an $8 super chat. Did we miss one?
Well, you probably said it. I just wasn't really paying attention.
All right. There's Will Star 10.
I gotta find it.
Okay. Here's Forrest for 5. I'm looking, Von.
Yeah.
Rob Schilling for 10.
He has to have offended me, but I didn't even see it.
Von Yinzer for $5. Much love to all the hard work Luke does. Team Tracy, don't mean to offend with my earlier super chat.
We must have
Never
missed
thought
one.
you did.
Yeah, because we must have missed one. Cause I didn't.
I don't see an $8, and that's as far back as I can go.
Yeah, I can't go any further on here either.
All right. Sorry, Von Yinzer, if there was an $8 one, we didn't see it, and I'm very sorry. I appreciate it. We don't take nothing you say in offense. Trust me.
I get fair.
You're a friend of the rescue, and that's all there is to it. You know, if someone come up to me and said Von Yinzer was talking mad badness about you, I would not believe them. You know, so that's who you are. That's how you are. That's who we think you are. Ouch. So Luke, how do you think the day went today? Tell these people what we did today and how we did. You know.
Well, we did a lot of cleaning. There was a lot of cleaning glass and running around, and you were going way too fast.
He couldn't keep up. At his age, he can't keep up.
Oh, he's talking about my jeans. Yeah, I got a little bit of a whoop-de-whoop.
We cleaned all the outside of the glass on every tank today. We had a leak today, and there was over an inch of water on the floor in the fish room. The more we'd vacuum up and we'd empty the vacuum, it would not stop. We later found out that one of the stingrays in the fish pool bit the plug and pulled it out, and the water was just running out this hole.
Really?
From behind the pool.
It's crazy.
So we put that back in, and then it took us 2 hours. We finally got the room emptied and cleared and dried after, 76 empties of that.
Dude, I had to pump so much water out of that vacuum.
Oh, that was so crazy. We have a shop vac, and instead of carrying it outside, we take the lid off, we put the pump in, the pump's running a hose to the drain, and we let it pump dry. Then we take the pump out, put the lid back on, and I start vacuuming again. This is what we did for 2.5 hours today. It was crazy. finally got the place dry, and then we cleaned all the outside of the glass. We cleaned all the inside of the glass with the magnets and the scrubber. We went around to every tank.
Got the 2000?
No. The 2000, I did the face of it, but not the back wall, because I don't have a magnet on that side, and Josh ain't here to get in. So, but the face of it's clean, yes.
Rob's coming tomorrow. We got a job, Rob.
Then what else do we do? Luke went over and cleaned the front face of the koi fish and the shack koi and all that. We fed the fish this morning, then we fed them again in the afternoon. I still have to go out there tonight and feed them the tilapia. But, we got a lot done today. It was crazy. We built the shelf in the living room for Tracy for her clothes and all the sheets. And we've got hand cloths, washcloths, sheets, chucks, blankets, shirts, socks. I mean, all this had to be displayed out. So we got him a whole new, we got her a whole new shelf. SC Aquatics is here.
Steven.
Steven's here, says,
Yep.
Can you run the pump power cord and hose out the exhaust port on the shop vac? Run the pump the whole time the vac is running? No, we cannot do that, but I was already talking to Luke today about taking one of the 55-gallon drums we have outside, putting a bulkhead in the bottom of it, setting it up outside, drilling a hole through the wall.
Oh, yeah.
That way the shop vac is outside, and it don't fill a 16-gallon tub. It fills a 55.
And you just pull that.
Once it's filled, because the shop vac has its own floating plug that seals it up.
Right.
On the head, that we just put it on the top of the 55-gallon drum. Now it's outside. When it fills up, we just open up the overflow and let it run out. Hang on.
Bless you.
Oh, jeez. I don't know where that come from. But anyways, then our hose running inside, I was thinking a hard 2-inch pipe all the way over to the end. And that way we can take our hose and hook it to the pipe at 2 different points and get the whole fish room. And we wouldn't have to drain it no more.
Right.
Because we vacuum up like 2 to 5 minutes and that thing's full.
Right.
And we used to carry it outside and drain it. Now we've got a pump we put in it that's run to the drain hose.
I know. I've put the pump in before. I've done that job.
So, I'm thinking of building our own vacuum system.
Heck yeah, that would work. Use one of these blue or black 55 gallon.
Have a tube running under the baby stingray tank, under the 650, the dog bone tank,
right?
And you have a nozzle at the end and a nozzle under the baby stingrays. You can hook it up either place because the other side, the new addition, is up higher.
Right.
It never gets wet.
No, it always runs.
It's always over here in front of the dog bone is the deepest area. So if I can hook up a hose to it and let that suck out, and never have to drain it, it would be so much easier. Mm-hmm. My problem is it's outside in the cold, so if it fills up, we have to drain it and let it out
before it freezes.
Right.
We got Brad Evans for $10. Love the work you guys are doing at OFR.
Thank you.
Big Rich. Just curious to know if you ever knew of Dick and Ruth Evans, who owned TW Pet Centers. Ruth also ran the Youngstown Fish Club way back in the day.
I don't remember the names. I don't remember TW Pet Center. I'm sorry, brother. I mean, I've kept to myself and raised my family, for a long time. The last 4 years is when I started the rescue and started getting out there. And now we're known worldwide. And we're basically the world's largest fish rescue. Now, people can argue this because the Georgia Aquarium does go out and rescue like seals and whales that wash up on the shore. But they're not just a rescue. They're a government, granted monies an entity. We're not. We don't have nobody granting us nothing. We are the world's largest fish rescue. So in doing that, we rescue fish and we help out everybody in the hobby. If there's a way I can help, we do. We're holding fish for people. We give away tanks. we never sell anything. We give things away, you know. Now, if Josh buys, like, let's say he finds a deal on 10 GATFs and he wants one, he'll buy the whole 10 and sell off 8 and keep us 2, you know. In that situation, that's a personal buy type thing. That isn't the rescue selling rescued fish. We never sell any of them fish. We give them away. So, you know, I've not heard of these names. I wish I did. You know, I can tell you about it. I'm sorry, but thank you for the $10, brother.
Ange chimed in for $2, just a little mojo showing a little heart.
Oh, Angie's such a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm, she is.
Where's it at? Oh, there she is. All right. Hi, Ange. Thank you for your $2. You're a sweetheart. I think we all just said that. Luke, what do you think? You like Ange?
Sure, I don't know who she is, but we'll go with it.
You don't know who she is?
No idea.
She's a great supporter of the rescue.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Canada, way up north, right?
She's way up north.
Right. That's what I
She
thought.
actually had a guy that liked her online show up there, and you know was like basically stalking her. She had to call the police
Really?
and all that. Yeah,
That's weird.
nice way to represent the United States to her.
And then we got a $5 super chat for I'm Just Saying. Hi, Rich. I'm in Philly. 56-year-old AA female that loves you and your family. I wish you rescue small dogs so I could buy one. Hashtag praying for Tracy.
Now,
Okay.
we do have Vinny who does keep breeding his dog, and they're sired and they have AKC papers. If you want a min pin, I can talk to Vinny about that. But, this...
If you want something like Diesel. Mm-hmm.
Diesel, yes. That would be Diesel's brother and sister at that
Right.
point.
Yeah.
Hey, and 56 years old is nothing to be, I'm 56 years old. She says double A female. What does that mean?
I don't know.
don't
I just
know.
read it, but I'm not sure what double A female mean. I
Well,
thought, man, I was
I'm not
hoping
a
you could
double
tell
A
me.
nothing. I'm not a female, but
I'm double
do
A.
love you back. I wish you rescued small dogs so I could buy one. Aw, all right. Praying forever for Tracy. Hashtag. That's awesome. I love that. Okay.
And
Let's
the
go.
next one is magnification.
Magnification.
I know,
All right.
that's a rough one.
20 whatever. these
SCK
guys?
20, yeah.
Yep. All right. Thank you for that.
Really? We'll
All right.
start back again.
Hold up. Brian Cook says, when are you going to make the Dwayne Wade reptile tank into a fish tank? Heard you talking about that last video. Just want to know the plans.
Well, first of all, I never thought we were turning it into a fish tank.
We talked about it.
Oh, did you?
Depends on, we got to have Steve Shin come out here, look at it. Can we eliminate these walls and not have these big gaudy things up the wall? Can we, polish that to where you can't see them? There's like these caps that where a lid would sit on. Can we eliminate them without seeing it? Can we polish this? We have a lot of unanswered questions. So until Steve Shin gets here, he owns Aquatica in Ohio here. He's the acrylic guy. Anyone dealing with acrylic knows Steve Shin. So he's going to come here and we're going to ask him a bunch of questions and see what we can do. That's our plans on that.
And then we'll start $5. How can I keep aquatic plants without a plant light for a day or two until I get the light? My plants came today. A
Dude.
few days earlier than expected.
Right. Don't worry about the light. Install them. Put them in the gravel like you want. Put them in the filter. However you planned on doing this. Whatever plants you got, I don't know. There's different things for different plants. But go ahead and put them where you're going to keep them. Don't worry about the light. If you want, you can come here and borrow a light until your light shows up. I don't care. But even if you didn't borrow a light, when your light shows up, they'll just start to grow more. As long as you get them planted and set up, they're not going to die. So, that's all that is. It's very simple. But thanks for the $5. Von Yinzer sent $5. Says Luke needs to stitch up them jeans before people think you guys have a snakehead at the rescue.
It's real bad.
I didn't even notice.
Well, he did.
This
I
is
wish
my
I wouldn't
earlier
have.
super chat.
I got Reaper over here checking me out.
Oh my God.
Reaper is not checking you out. Are you checking him
Well,
out?
no, he made me.
What did you just say? This is a family-friendly show.
He made
Oh,
it.
did I?
Yeah,
You were like,
did.
F
Oh.
no.
Yep.
Sorry, people.
No, he made Reaper check me out because he said something and Reaper looked.
Look, he's back there all worried about Reaper checked me out.
Freaking me out. No.
Vine, you're funny.
Oh. Yeah, that's the one.
Thank you, brother.
That's the one he thought we were offended by. I thought it was funny.
No, we'd never be offended.
And then Dave Pilfer, $15, but nothing said.
Where's this at?
Go scroll down.
Yeah,
I'm scrolling. It must have jumped on me.
You're screwed.
No,
it's
keep
the
going
last
the other way.
one.
Other one.
The other way, I'm done. I'm at the
Really?
end.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be up.
Well, I don't know why, but it goes more than that, dude.
I'm looking here.
Right there.
Oh, it was up beforehand. So Dave Pilfer or Pfeiffer for $15. Didn't say nothing. Thank you,
No.
Dave. Appreciate it, brother.
And then, all right.
Wait, Magification says failed to get a message with a donate button, but hello. What's
no,
up,
he did.
brother?
He did
You
another
did.
one. He did. No, he brought up another super chat for SEK $50. Just figuring this donation stuff out. Cheers for the bloody cold Sweden. Love your work. All the teaming I've gotten from you guys. Yes, there's another one
Nice.
up there. Oh, there you got it.
There
Okay.
it goes.
Yeah.
Magification.
Wow,
Or
thank
wait,
you very
let me
much.
get this right.
Yeah.
Magica skitification.
I know, that's a rough one.
That's rough. Just figuring this donation
Especially
stuff
after
out.
another beer or two, you
Cheers
forget
from
it.
a bloody cold Sweden. Love your work and all the learning I've learned from you guys. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That's we don't never try and skip anything. We try and read anything. Like if you
Right.
you put something out on regular chat, make it long. To where I scroll through and I see something long, I stop and check it out. A 2-word or 3-word thing, I'm just going to scroll past. I don't see much, So, Magiskitification says, you're welcome. I'm happy I got a message thrown in with the donation this time.
Absolutely.
We mean no wrongdoing, brother. We're sorry. We're sorry we missed the first one.
And then I'm
Okay,
just saying.
Crazy Cichlid says, what's happening with Reap? Does he live with you guys or close by? He's a funny dude. Well, he lives with his husband. I mean,
Oh.
I'm sorry, Reap. He lives with Dawn. That's his wife. Okay. I'm sorry, brother. He looked at me like, and about 45 minutes away. So he makes the trip when he can. He does the videos. He comes here. He does like 2 or 3 videos, and then he goes home and he uploads them from home and all that kind of stuff.
We actually spent way more time together when he was on 87th, and I was just across the bridge, basically in Slavic
You were in
Village.
Slavic Village.
We were like 15 minutes away. There was, I mean, that goes to like when he built my bike and this. I was there every day. I mean, way back in the day, we were seeing each other.
Wait.
You know.
Built your bike?
Mm-hmm. He sold me a bike.
I had a Harley.
Yeah.
That was a full Harley, but it was in boxes. And I sold it to him cheap. And then, he wanted me to help him put it together. I'm thinking, okay, he wants me to help him. No problem. He's on the phone daily. How's it going?
I was there daily. But
So it ended up, we got the whole bike together, got it running, I timed it, I did everything, I got the bike running, new gas in it, I got everything on. We're putting on the back shocks now. Reaper comes over, and I'm like, Reap, hold up on this till I get this shock in place, and I'm going to jack up the swing arm because it was under pressure. So I jacked it up with the bottle jack, and I'm holding it in place, and I'm getting ready to put the screw in. Almost. It's almost lining up. I'm getting ready. One more. And I go to put the screw in, and what happened? Did you fall over the bike?
No. We were using the big jack. We had a jack.
The floor
And
jack,
I was
right.
supposed to let it down ever so slowly.
He was supposed to, because it was up too high, he was supposed to release the jack and let it down ever so slowly.
And it didn't.
I'm holding it there, and then all of a sudden, he's like, I'm trying. And the bike came down and took
Split.
off the tip of my thumb, guys. Do you see? Wait, let me get my hands out of the way. There's my two thumbs. See how one's taller? Let me see if I can get up closer to the...
You actually showed him once.
I did?
Yeah.
Ouch,
Mhm.
ow.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. There we go. One shorter than the other. That short one right there, that was Reaper.
I felt so bad. He
Oh,
ended up
yeah,
in the
he did.
hospital. I mean,
I was hopping around, blood
Oh, my
flying
God.
everywhere, and he's like,
I'm like,
oh my
God, dude, I am so. Oh my God.
But you know what? We got his bike together, and then him and Dawn were on his bike. I was on my bike, and I come out to your house in, what city was that?
In Aurora, when I
Aurora,
already
the big
moved
house.
away. We moved all the way
Yep.
out because got the bikes built, this and that. He had his with the grape hangers and shit, and never.
Did you just say grape hangers? The big ape hangers, not grape hangers.
Ape hangers. And he towed it all the way out. Tracy was with you,
Yeah.
and
Tracy was on the back of my bike.
we were getting ready to do our dynamic trip that we've been planning for
forever.
a year
Yeah.
since doing this bike. We got, I don't know, maybe 2 miles down the road.
No. Let's tell him first. Let me take this over. We take out of Reaper's driveway. He's on his Harley. He's in his glory. He's got his old lady on the back. I got my old lady on the back of mine. Mine's louder. I'm sorry. I pull up beside him. He puts his hand out. I put my hand out. We shake hands, high five basically, and we started down the road. Reaper was so happy. I could see it in his face. I just made this old man happy.
And then we get 2 miles down the road, and all of a sudden, and Rich is pulling over. And I'm like, what? So we pull over, and I don't even remember. Do you remember what happened? But
Yes, I know exactly
something
what
happened.
happened.
That was the end of the ride, people. That was it. A
We-
15-minute ride, and
we
he had
had
to
a-
tow it back.
We had a coil wire that went to my coil for the Harley, and it was loose. So it was bouncing around. So it sparked sometimes and not other times. So my bike sounded like crap after the first half hour of riding. And then all of a sudden it's pop, 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 pop. And we pull into this place and they give us tools and I try everything. And we had to have it towed back.
Yeah.
And it was the end of our ride. And that was the only ride I ever went with Reaper on his new bike.
Yeah.
It's now sitting at his new house with 2 flat tires.
Been sitting there for 7 years.
7 years. We're gonna resurrect that this summer.
Well, that'd
We
be
will
a
do it.
project. That would be something.
Dude, I built it. I can resurrect it.
And I mean, this thing was never. It's supposed to be an 80 Sportster. That's what it is, 80 Sportster. But when he
it was
got
a 1200 kit.
well, it was actually it was overboard. Your
Yeah.
brother,
My
Rich,
brother,
Frank, right? Wasn't it Frank?
No, Mike.
Mike. And they took it because when we opened it up, the pistons were like cut, the rings were gone, this and that. So we bored it out, 30,000. So I think it was at
Right.
12 or 13,000 or
It was
13,000,
1340.
Yep. And I mean, this thing was awesome. And a guy walked up while we're working on it and says, "Hey, I got a Fat Boys tank. I'll trade you for your little peanut tank." We're like, "Okay."
Okay.
We didn't
So
know.
now he's got a Fat Boy tank on his Sportster.
And Rich wired it and shit. I bought the centerpiece for oil, this and that, the speedometer. I mean, it does not look like a Sportster. It doesn't look like a Sportster.
It looks like a Fat Boy.
Yeah, it's got so many different parts from so many
Different bikes.
every time I tried to get parts, I'd have to take the
The
part
rear,
in.
the rear shocks are off of like what was that?
Everything was
wide
from,
glide.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
was from different. I'd take him up to the Pat at Santa's.
Santa's Supply.
She's like, and thank God they were good. She's like, well, that's from a panhead or this or that. I'm like, really? She goes, what do you got? I said,
Hey, we built it out of spare parts.
Yeah, but this thing's cool, man.
So we're gonna get that back out this summer and have a good time because my bike's up and running.
Yeah, but we never did in all them years. It just after that.
That one time of
things happened,
high-fiving
you
and
know.
having a great 15
was it.
minutes, that was our glory.
The whole summer, your thumb, this and that, and we got a little trip out of it.
Yep. We had a good time though. We built him a nice bike for what do you got into that, like 2,500?
2,500, yeah. Plus a grand.
And that bought it and then built it, and then I spent, I don't know, 670 hours making things pretty and building it. So it was a nice bike though. He still got it, and I got rid of the Harley that I had when he was around, and now I've got new. What I got now is a 2009 Super Glide, and then I have a 1999 I forget what it was. There's two shocks underneath for the swing arm. I don't know if that's the wide glide or the... Is that a...
Electric glide?
I don't remember. 3 years, this has been my life, is the rescue. I haven't even taken... Have you even seen me start the Harley?
No.
I've started it,
you started
for sure.
the car.
And I started the car, but I still didn't drive that.
Yeah, you did. You caught it on fire.
That was the one time
That's what
we
I'm saying.
drove it on fire. Yeah, no. So,
but since then, no.
I haven't even
as
taken
far
the
as
Harleys
bike,
out
I
of the
haven't heard
garage.
the bikes at all. And
no,
Whoa.
not at all.
Whoa.
What,
You're
Luke?
talking about me having to kiss the turtle. That's not happening. Yeah, you guys are way behind.
All right, let me see what they're doing here. Oh, yeah, we're way behind.
Yeah, you guys are like been over there talking for 15 minutes.
Okay, so why don't you go through your stories here and let's
oh, we did. We still got no.
no, turn them on to the different stories here. What you got?
Oh, we
here?
just finished the one with the bike.
We're way past all this.
No, that 50 was
Yeah,
a
you
new
guys
one.
are
That
way
50 was a
behind.
new one. From him, that's a new one.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, you're like
Let me go
7,
back up.
8 behind.
Okay, we got
So you didn't get that one.
Ange. Let me see. We're scrolling back, guys. We're scrolling back.
See, didn't
$2
get that one.
there. We'll start
Didn't get
5. I
that.
think. Yeah, we got that. And we
Oh,
got
go
We'll
back,
Start.
go back. One more.
I'm just saying it's...
You
We
did
got
not
this
read
already.
that one.
Yeah, it'll be
Yes, we
after-
did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. it'll be
Yeah.
after
Okay.
And then We'll Start did his 5. Sing us another song, Legend Reaper. Get your guitar, Rich. Will Star, he's always funny. I'm not getting my guitar to him singing country. Trust me. Now, if he wants to sing,
That one should be your no one. You didn't do that one.
now if he wants to sing like Enter Sandman or something, I'll play guitar. All right, Richard Mulrooney sent $2. Says, "Love you guys. Talk to you next week." You're the man, Richard. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Then we got Ange for $5. Says, "Can somebody please give Hubert a kiss for me?" Aww.
Before they start talking about
Rich
it,
times 5. Everybody drink times 5. Ange, of course we will. Hubert is a sweetheart. And, oh my God, I want to tell you a story about Hubert. I was in there today and I was leaning against the tank and I put my hand on there. He came up and he bit my thumb thinking it was food. I was like, "Oh, you little SOB."
He already got me that one day, remember?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, weren't you leaning over the tank? And
Yeah. Well, I was just
You
had my hand there
cannot
when we
have
were doing
no
one of our
digits
shows.
in the tank.
And he's like, I'm like, you son of a gun.
I'm sorry, seeing
Cannot
You
have
took
no
pictures
digits.
You took pictures on
Cannot-
yours with the Band-Aid.
You cannot have
blood.
no digits into the tank. He
Yeah.
will get you.
You got me.
And by the way, they want you to donate to the swear jar.
Oh.
You're getting the swear jar.
You're being terrible, Reed.
I'm not used to being on.
Ming Chan says $9.99 says, "Hey guys, I think you're the best channel on YouTube. Aw, you've kept me entertained throughout the lockdown over here in the cold GB. Stay fishy, my friends." Aw, that's awesome.
You missed one, but I saw it, thank God. It was from, what was her name?
Okay,
just
we're talking
I'm
about
just
this
saying,
one right now.
Right.
Okay. So say thank you.
Thank you. You did.
Thank
That's
you,
why-
Ming Chan.
But she's, now what was she good?
All right, I'll go back up.
The AA, African American woman.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You're not going to see it.
AA?
It's too far back.
You're sounding like you're very racist.
No, that's what they said.
No, that's what she said.
Okay.
Remember, you asked me what
Yeah.
the AA woman meant,
Yeah, you asked what.
and she
AA
texts
was.
back with another
Oh,
donation.
we got an IHSP, I Hate Stupid
See?
People's
Told
Tank
you.
Tribe for $1.49 and a heart. Thank you.
You and I started
Appreciate that. Justin Glenn for $4.99. Thank you, brother. Douglas Rowe for $10 says, "Love the fish talk. Have not had this much fun since my early 20s. Quick question. Do the Bellagio decorations stay algae free due to the water quality?" Yes, they do. Now, I'm having a problem with algae on the glass, but it's very, like every 3 weeks. And it's very, a spot here, a spot here, a spot here. And I can't scrub it off with the magnet. It's really rough. So that's the type of algae I'm dealing with. I'm just saying for $5 says AA means African American. Happy Valentine's
Oh,
to
yeah.
everyone.
I said we
AA
missed some
is
stuff.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Ask Bam Margera. We did miss a few, didn't we?
Yeah, but you're good after that. That's the
All
that
right.
figuring.
All right,
see?
so let's answer some regular questions. We got Shannon Bomer says, "Luke, I watch OFR all the time and see you a few times helping out. Much respect to you from Australia, mate." Nice. See that?
I was texting her back.
Oh, you over there hitting her up.
No, that's not what I meant.
Sure.
He's like, "Hey, baby."
No, I'm good.
K Stu says,
That's
"Doogie,
because you know
same.
the
I
drill."
almost lost my finger in a dirt bike chain once." Oh yeah, dirt bike chains are
Oh.
evil.
Yeah, terrible.
Luke's a good kid. I'm glad he was there when we were moving that Dwight Howard tank. Metalhead says that.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
right under him.
Yep. Oh, Luke says, "Shannon, well, thank you. I've been out here as much as possible."
I'm blowing
He
this
does.
stuff
He he shows up all the time. Luke is the back checking his DMs after Big Rich told everyone he's single and available. Yes, he's texting every girl back. Trust me. Any girl out there wants a date with a small mulleted, SOB. He's single, guys. Girls,
What?
stop it.
I wasn't even paying attention when I got that.
Oh, you guys are too much. All right, Metalhead says we're coming on the 26th. They're coming to stay the Friday the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th. They're spending the weekend. So if you want to come out here on that weekend,
Yeah, I keep missing them.
yeah, you do keep missing.
Well, no, I've seen them twice, but I never get to seem to stay long enough to bullshit.
Right.
Josh went out and helped. In fact, Josh was one of the ones that helped you and Luke and shit go out and move the Dwight Howard tank.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And Jessica was
You guys were
inside.
doing the core
I
that
know
day.
it.
Von Yunzer says Reaper has to drop some dough in the swear jar.
I know it.
Come on, Reaper.
Man.
Can you spell family friendly? Leave it to Vaughn to catch that.
Oh.
Luke, I wish I could help you out like you do, man. Being in Australia makes it hard for a day trip. Exactly. Reaper needs to donate to the swear jar tonight from GSA 0318. Let me see here. K Stu says it's funny how all these tanked clients keep coming up with their tank and they're decided to pay thousands for with no experience. Yeah, you know what? It was all based on the show, and I think the show actually paid for the tanks that the clients didn't pay for. I think the show paid for the tanks, and then they made the tanks and delivered them, and as a gift to these people. But not many people are interested in keeping it after they had it. They realize there's a lot of work, and then you have to pay a company monthly and all that. So that's how we ended up with so many tanks. I was offered a few more tanks from them, but I didn't want to pay the price they were asking. I talked to Wade's wife. What was her name? The redhead?
But I don't think I met him.
I can't remember her name.
Geez,
no, I didn't.
Agnes is the blonde, and then I can't. I talked to her on the phone though, and she wanted like $5,000 for this tank and $4,000 for that tank, and I was like, I don't want to pay, regular retail prices.
Right.
I'm looking to get. You guys are wanting to throw it out. Can I get it for a few $100? That type of thing. I'm looking for a deal when I was there. I just spent, $5,000 in a trucking company to bring the Bellagios back home, plus the $10,000 on the tanks. I wasn't having much money, on me. So if I could have picked up another tank or two from them at the time, I could have thrown it on the truck, and it would have been the same price hauling. So that was what I was trying to get at.
He's still talking about the snakehead.
Did you get Angie's up there?
Sophie wants to know Luke's Instagram. What is it?
I put it in there. It's LUK8427.
Did you get Angie's last one?
LUK8427 is Luke's Instagram. Okay. What are you asking, Reap?
Scroll up. Angie's last one. I don't think you read it. That one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see here.
There's another one.
Don't make Luke Dunn kiss the turtle. A lot of you don't realize, but go back and search our last videos for Greg Woodstock and his turtle video. Hilarious. Let me see who else we got here. Oh, you're going to tell stories.
Oh, you still got a couple.
Nope, tell stories.
What?
Let me see what you got here. We have every weekend for a while there, I was picking up my computer and taking it over to your house, and we'd all hook up with the LAN parties and trade, software.
It wasn't LAN parties. It was more. Well, the first thing we had Scott. He was our hacker, and he brought us cool things. And then Jim, he worked with like IBM or some company.
We used
like
the
that.
RJ45s and the Terminators and all that.
All
we
that.
hooked 10, 12 computers together at one big table.
And we would Scott would be like, all right, I got this. You'd be like, I found this. I'm like, I got this. And Jim's, I got this. And we would just like, okay.
Trade programs.
And figure it all out, what we did. We do that for an hour and a half. What did that turn into? And then after that, then we started quaking.
We played Quake. Oh my God. I was called Fragenstein, and we would play Quake. And I had this special move to where it was all on one button. I would point my rocket down, shoot. All I'd have to do is hit the V. I'd shoot the rocket. I'd go up in the air, and while I'm up in the air, I could look at anybody, and then boom, shoot at them. And by the time I landed, they were dead. I nailed so many people with this move. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we played Quake, we played Doom, we moved on to Quake 2, and then Quake 3. Once it got into Quake 4, it was a Windows type platform, and we never got into it.
Yeah, because Doc, he was one of the players. Doc, Tiki, and I even had a server up for a while, and because and like. Tiki was the oldest guy of the group. Now I'm the oldest guy of the group, 64, but he had me by what, 15, 20 years then? Mm-hmm. And I haven't heard from him in well over 15, 20. I don't know what happened to him. He just, we all lost,
I was the young buck in the group.
But,
with the hot little blonde.
He was so good at the Quake, and he bragged and Kurt, my youngest, he went in there one day. You guys know Ken the Mudman, but this is
the
Kurt.
Mudman.
But he doesn't do videos much or anything like that. But he was there. He loves gaming. That's what he does. In fact, challenge Will. He wants to take you on. And look out, he's good. He wants to take you on. But other than that, he wanted to play so bad. But he was a kid, and this was us, and we would very little time for the kids. And so one day, it's like, yeah, go for it, dude. I was bored, and he beat him so bad. Because he used to bring him those, Dragon Ball CDs, you know, the Pirates. Here you go. He didn't bring him many CDs for like 2 months.
Well, in that whole Quake scenario, who was the baddest Quaker of them all?
Oh, you were. You were.
I was known as Frankenstein. I had this special move, and then I had this running. I duck down and like slide on my back and shoot you with my rocket from the ground. It was a great game. We had so much fun back then. Life was simpler, and you didn't have money, responsibilities. My woman Tracy and his woman Dawn got along so well, to the point where Dawn hated me and said I better treat Tracy better.
There was, I don't know. I mean,
What?
You getting moods and this and that. I mean, and but yeah, Dawn always stuck up for Tracy. And you and Dawn did not get along.
Oh, we didn't get along for a long time.
There was a thing that happened. Somebody had started sending some pictures out, and all of a sudden, those weren't good pictures, and they kept showing back up. And I was getting in trouble for that stuff, but that got stopped. But no, yeah, it all turned out to be really well. I mean,
we've been friends forever.
Oh yeah, I mean, me and him, we hit it off so well the first time we met. I don't know why I thought he'd have short hair and be like in college and everything.
Yeah, he thought I was some little college dude.
But no, we totally are comprehensive of each other's, and well, we did through trade wars and everything. We did that. We
played trade wars.
Yeah, we did that.
And basically, this kid named Hillbilly hired me for $50 to go in and take out his armada, let's call it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a game where you had an iron planet, and at the iron planet would save your sector, and basically it would do a blast into space if somebody would walk in, and if you set it to 100%, it would spend all of your iron ore and kill whoever would come in. But if they come in with another ship after that, or another account, you're sitting ducks and they can take your sector. So I'd always set it at like 40%, and I'd have a bunch of fighters on there, and it would hit. And then the second time it would hit for 30, and then 20, and then 10, and that would save your sector. Well, Reaper had like a 6-sector deep, where you couldn't get out but this one way, and he had his iron planet up there. And this guy hired me to come take them out because they weren't letting him play. So he gave me actual real cash to come in, and I don't know Reaper, I don't know Tiki and all them, So I come in there, and I be quiet. I don't say nothing. I put my Trade Wars Helper program on, and it went to port and making money, and I'd spend all the money every day on fighters, and I'd fill up my planets, and my planets were producing more fighters, and I'm in a sector. No one knows where I'm at. I don't have to have a big iron ore planet. I'm making all Earth planets making fighters. Next thing you know, I've got all these fighters within like 3-4 days. And then I go out there and I go after them. Here's the thing. They got cocky with me. They started talking, who are you? We don't know you. You're a newbie here. We've got the corporation together. We run this game. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, screw you. Type thing. And they were like, we're going to decimate you. We're going to take you out. So what I did was I went and got one of my... what are them big ships? The Interdictor or something?
Imperial Cruiser.
Imperial Cruisers. You can have 100,000 fighters on it. And I went into his sector, and they fired at me, and I lost 40,000 fighters. And then I was able to land on their planet and take their planet. Well, what I did at that point was I went to, when you die, you go to Terra, which is the number 0 planet, and then there's sectors all around it. I built a planet around it and then destroyed it. 10% space debris. I built another planet, destroyed it, 20% space debris. I did this to 100% space debris on every sector around Terra. So once I killed him, he had to wait 24 hours to come back on.
But you never killed me.
Well, it was everyone in your corp.
Right.
So I killed all them, and then they couldn't come back on for 24 hours. I did all this 100% space debris. Now the next day they get on, and they go to zoom home, and they enter the next sector and die because there's 100% space debris. Oh my God, they accused me of cheating and knowing the owners of the game and all kinds of crazy shit. It was crazy. I'm laughing my butt off, you know. And finally, I'm cruising through space, and I took out his entire corp. I took their sectors. I've got their planets, and they're making me fighters now. And I go cruising through, and I come across, boom. Oh wait, you're in a sector with somebody, and I'm like, oh hey, what's up? He's like, you just took out my corp, and he fired on me and killed me. I was like, you dick. So now I had to wait 24 hours. I come back on, and there's no space debris for me, you know. I come back on, and, he starts talking to me, and we hit it off. And 30 years ago this was, and we've been friends since.
It wasn't even, it was just BBSs. There was no Google, Yahoo, no .com.
None of that. It was AOL. With that loud noise.
AOL or Juno, I think it was. That was all you had back then.
We had a good time back then.
Oh, my God.
But that's how we met.
But I went back and I lost a couple. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. There was a couple more super chats. I don't know why.
Ming Chang, we did that one, so I haven't seen nothing after that.
Ferret and Fish Family.
That's what I thought.
I think that's
I'm not seeing any.
Yeah,
darn
it's
it!
right after.
I missed it. I let it go
Here, I got it on
past.
my
And
phone right here. It's just $2. It says Big Rich and some beers from Ferret and Fish Family.
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go. I know. Actually.
Well, thank you, Ferret Fish Family. Appreciate it.
And there's more down.
Yep.
Well, Luke, tell us what they are.
Well, you got Rob Schilling for $5. He said, "What tunes shall we rock out rolling up 71 North?"
Def Leppard, Fastway, The Gods, Zeppelin, Ted Nugent.
There was Motley Crue. There was
Motley
Metallica.
Crue, Golden Earring, Metallica for sure, Priest, of course.
Pantera.
Pantera. Come on now.
But yeah.
Okay, now we got that one I can never pronounce. Magistification.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Magestification.
Right that's that one right there.
Stay fishy and don't drink every day, just on Fishy Fridays and some occasional whatever days. By the way, I want on from the start, so please tell me today's drinking word at least 5 times.
Big Rich.
It is Big Rich. Big Rich or Rich. So Big Rich, Rich, Big Rich, Rich, Big Rich, Rich, Big Rich, Rich, Big Rich, Rich. That's 5 times each. Consume, people. Oh, Ange and Willstar are having a little
I know, I saw.
Yeah,
I did. I'm watching.
They're a cute couple.
I know, I was wondering, when you made that comment about Luke and Will, you're going to jump in there.
Sorry. Read the Pete comment. Read the comment from Pete. They're talking about me kissing the turtle.
Did you kiss the turtle?
No, they want me to, and he said I would feel bad for the turtle.
Turtle episode. Oh my God! Almost pissed his pants. Doogie says, "Dude, you gotta go back and look at that."
Family friendly.
But that's okay. The
The
video was awesome. I wasn't catching on at all, and Josh is losing it and laughing, and I wasn't catching on at all. But they were.
I have to look that up.
Just so you know, it's 8:30.
Is it 8:30 already?
Yeah.
Cape Fear Koi is here. It says, John P. Yes, UV systems help maintain crystal clear water, but typically cloudy water is a sign of another issue. Exactly. Such as too much nutrients in your bio can't break down in time and algae appears. Well, not only that, but a bio bloom. let's call it, where your tank goes gray, and no matter how much you change the water, it still stays gray. You have to leave it go for 2, 3, 4 days until the biological media outgrows the bad bacteria and the good bacteria eats the bad bacteria, and then your tank goes clear. And then you won't have a problem after that. Let me see. Jordanella says, how's that big turtle in the monster pond doing? He's doing good.
Yeah, he's doing
His
awesome.
name is Gojira. He is a Mexican musk turtle. He don't need to, come out of the water and bask or nothing like that. He's a fully aquatic turtle. He's doing good. He eats. Oh, he pushes fish out his way to eat. He gets his food, trust me. Reaper having a pink bit of paper in his notes is very funny. Not very Reaper. We're talking your notes. So, thank you, Salford Dad, for, picking that out.
And don't forget your shout-outs, too.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple shout-outs here, guys. Check this
Right
out.
at the beginning. Right.
Yes. Now, let me bring these out real quick. Tracy and Justin Finley. It's Justin's birthday. I think it's probably 2 weeks ago. I'm a little late on these. We were supposed to do them last week, and I didn't get to them. So, Tracy and Justin Finley, I hope you guys are there. I hope you guys, appreciate it. But, I'm sorry I wasn't on time. Now, the next one is Mark and Josh Scott. Yes, from the UK. They're in lockdown watching all of our vids. Shout out to Mark. Happy birthday Saturday. That's probably 2 weeks ago, too. Love you guys. I'm sorry. There's for your positive shout outs for the weekend. Luke, I think Big Rich would have his own matchmaker show if he could. He is always trying to wingman for Josh and his friends. Of course I am. Luke, you need a woman, don't you?
You even did it to me when
Yeah,
Dawn
right.
was out taking
With
care of
your
Tracy.
wife sitting in the other room.
And you're like, oh, she's coming in. And
I
about
forgot.
10 seconds later.
I did not realize what I was saying and doing.
Thanks
Look,
for 30 years.
You need a man.
Been
Right?
at one more
Definitely
wedding,
do
but
not need a man. I mean, if he pays the bills, you do what you gotta do.
Really?
You do what you gotta
You'll
do.
do what you got to do if your man pays the bills?
Do what you gotta do.
Oh my God.
ooh,
They're about to light me up in this chat.
Yeah, they are. All right. Luke, he's a young man, owns your own house,
Yep.
has your own car, has your own job. Woman just left. Well, he had a.
Yeah, we had some things.
It was a.
We're not gonna go there.
Let's say a mutual separation. He didn't like her. She didn't like him. They're separated. But Luke's a good guy, and he spends all of his time at the rescue helping out. I mean, what more of a good guy could you want? Any ladies? How old are you?
19.
Oh my God, he's not even old enough to drink, ladies. Get you a youngster. There he goes.
And we got another $5 chat.
Do we? Well, I'm
Yeah.
working up to it. Will Star says, Ange, no, there weren't any blind ones. Discord me with one. There's no Discord, Will. Adele took it. Does the UV sterilizer kill beneficial bacteria? Absolutely not. It will kill things like if you have a bacterial bloom, but your beneficial bacteria will rust into your media, like your lava rock or your live rock or your bio balls or your K1 media or your K3 media. However you set it up, that's where it sits. The bloom that's in your tank is unnecessary, and it needs to be taken care of by good bacteria. You know what I'm saying? So I've had many different times where a bacterial bloom pops out. Your water smells funny. Your water looks gray. Give it days and let the good bacteria that you have they grow, they populate, and they overtake the bad bacteria, and then all of a sudden, one day, your tank's clear. That's what you got to wait for. All these medications, all these, fixes, add this, clear your water. Forget that stuff. It's a gimmick to get your money. Just give it time. Okay? You've never seen a farmer's pond that's cloudy. There's always plants in there taking care of everything. They don't have to change their water. Plants eat out all the nitrates. So the more plants you can have, the better off you are, the slower the water changes in between. All right, let me see. Rob W., we're not going to say what you said. Duke Nukem and Half-Life, yeah, they were both good games. And Doogie says, at Ange, Big Rich blasting everyone with his rocket. Don't know what that means. We're going to move on. UV kills all bacteria. It does, but your beneficial bacteria is located in your gravel, on your biological media, your K1, your K3, or your lava rock, or your live rock, and it won't go through the UV light. UV light is there to kill. For one, if it moves through quickly, it only kills algae. If you have it slowed down to the point to where the UV light has an excessive time with the water that's going through it, then it can kill all pathogens, all diseases, along with all bacteria. But your good bacteria is on your K1, K3, bio balls, lava rock, whatever you have as set up. So as long as that's building there, it won't travel through your UV. So it'll kill off the bad stuff, and whatever good stuff is loose is fine because you've got a buildup of your biological media over there. So technically it does kill off all bacteria. Let me see what we've got here. Magification says, I remember my first home computer, a Pentium 190. I overclocked it to 99. I was so bloody awesome. I thought it was much to come. Yeah, that don't match with today's stuff.
Oh, man. Before Pentiums, remember when we had the 486s?
Yes.
We had that 146 I found, and you gave me the memory. It had 16 individual one memory meg chips.
Oh, that was the bomb in the
16
day.
megs of memory, man.
Yeah.
And we had, I think it was Doc or Tiki, they bought the first Pentium computer. And you and I had tweaked that bad boy. That bitch was like,
Come on, Reed.
Again. Where's that?
What's with the swearing tonight, son?
I don't know. But it was really massive, and it way outbenched that Pentium.
Oh, yeah.
And
We whooped them.
yeah, we had that thing for like 8 months, and then it fried. And we
Then
remember
you had that laptop I got you that was faster than anybody's laptop for a long time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've had some computers.
Yeah,
we did stuff
We
way
built some
before
things.
Pentiums.
We built some water-cooled things.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, we had some
All right,
kick
let's
butt
move on here.
computers.
Let me see.
Try to find.
Bucky Downer says, hashtag Luke's hole.
Yeah. There's a few of those.
I don't know what that means. Mrs. Metalhead says, Dawn is awesome. I love her. Brian says, Half-Life was the game back in the days.
I sort of remember that one.
Pulsilli says, do UV sterilizers keep you fresh water crystal clear, polished look? They do if you have a bacterial problem. It will kill the bacteria. It'll kill the parasites, everything else if you got it running through slow enough. I don't run no UV on any of my systems. I've got 200,000 gallons, and we've got 100,000 gallons outside that aren't connected to the 100,000 gallons inside. My 100,000 gallons has no UV light on it, and it's crystal clear at all times to where you think the fish are suspended in air. There's no water in the tank. I mean, it's that clear all the time without a UV.
Did you find Chad? Black
No.
Under? He put a $5 Chad in
He's
there.
still pretty far behind.
I'm far behind.
Mm-hmm. It's already getting there. It's 8:45, dude.
Oh, we've gone extra and over. Kel Bell says Big Rich and Reaper need to find this game again and play it for us. Cape Fear Coy says technically yes, it is passes through, but it is insignificant because the beneficial bacteria lives on the surfaces, just like I said, of bioballs and pads. Think of them as oysters. Go bacteria needs a substrate. Yes, good bacteria needs a substrate. So everybody's agreeing with what I said. Colton's Creature says, I love Big Rich's hair. Metalhead Prime says, I'm waiting for the bugs to come out of the PS5 before I get one. Well, that's a hell of a thing to say right after I love Big Rich's hair. I started reading, I'm like, I love the bugs to come out. I'm like, what?
Well, they were talking about it before, and then
Yeah, SC Aquatics should be live right now. We're late. They
I
should
know.
be already be live.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
yeah, it's almost 9.
And I lost
Mrs.
Chad.
Metalhead says SC Aquatics eventually Big Rich should run out of gas.
We're just going.
Just hanging out. Steven, give me a call, brother. I'm sorry.
And
And she spilled her drink. Brian Cook says, good night, guys. I'll be in touch with you, Big Rich. Mrs. Metalhead by Willstar. We need a Big Rich versus Reaper game night. Even Nintendo or something would be great to watch. Luke Dunn says, I freaked out about playing $200 for the PS4.
Yeah, because they were talking about how expensive the PS5 is.
Oh, yeah, that's
I didn't even want
ridiculous.
to pay for the PS4. I'm trying to read the chat. Y'all are going too fast.
I'm all the way to the bottom. I don't see no other...
oh, well, there is.
No,
I
you
missed
definitely-
Chad's. It's gone. You didn't read it, but that one just came up.
Same
So
notification just came up.
right, that's the one I'm showing him.
And there's-
The drinking word is Big Rich or Rich. Magiskidification says that.
No one can say that.
You have to read it and say it as you say it. Otherwise,
hurts.
you
It hurts.
forget it.
Okay, Chad Blocklinger.
Blocklinger.
Right.
$5 say, could Reaper take a fish bowl and turn it into a different bowl? What?
Of course I can.
No, Reaper.
Oh, Reaper?
Yeah, he asked if Reaper could.
No, we're not. No, he's not Willie Nelson. Their World Aquatics comes in with $10. Says, I
There you
picked
go.
up 15 more polycarbonate panels today for you guys.
Oh.
The new lids and the open tanks will drop off soon. Thank you, Joe.
Okay, that's who's bringing those lids in to make
Yeah,
the,
that's Slow Joe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually got his 1,000-gallon almost together. We can't call him Slow Joe no more if he
Yeah.
gets this up and running. Love you, Joe. You guys check out Their
man.
World Aquatics. He's doing big things. He's going to be our saltwater rescue for the rescue here. Big Rich, the metalheads will be bringing my baby Tater to you soon. He is hand feeder. He loves eating out of your hand and will come to the top of the... I don't know whose baby, Slocum Outdoors baby, named Tater.
I don't know.
I'm hoping that's a fish.
There's a good question. There's a question from Ashton Grinstead.
I want Willie Nelson's legendary guitar.
Me too.
Mrs. Metalhead put up Their World Aquatics link. Go check them out.
Yep.
All right,
Time
guys.
for us to check out.
Yeah, we've been overrun. You know, let's all meet up on SC Aquatics video. I hope you guys had fun tonight. We've had fun.
Yep.
We're just reminiscing. We didn't get no fish talk in. I'm sorry about that. But let's meet you over at SC Aquatics videos. And, till then,
Stay
stay
fishy, my friends.
Love you guys. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead here, and then we can end the stream. There we go.
Guess who was